Hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Software Inc. In today's episode we're going to look how HipOS 2 is actually going to do. We just released it last episode. It's been a little while and I will explain you guys why in just a second. But yeah, HipOS 2 is now out. It's outstanding. I think it's going to do very well. It's actually really expensive compared to HipOS was, so we're gonna hopefully make a lot of money out of it, but we will see that in this episode. But before we start, we have some new people to introduce to our company, and we also have some other news, which is a little bit less funny. But yeah, let's get into the new employees. So first of all, we're gonna take a look over here. So this is not entirely how I wanted this to do. But otherwise people would have to wait for a long time to actually get in. So let's start off with the first one. Sander Valzamis. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. Probably not, but I'm sorry for that. Sander Valzamis, or ARC Trooper in the Discord, he wanted to have a job in support or design, so he's gonna be a support member. And his story is not much. I grew up learning about the military and learned the importance of logistics and supporting companies, and has followed in the way of supplying people with that with what they need. And then he put tiny bit antisocial. I mean, that's okay. We can work with that. Most of the people in our company actually are kind of antisocial a little bit in some way, so we can definitely make that work. And welcome to our company. Okay, let's move on to the next person. The next person is Shaggy Rogers. Welcome. You wanted to be a programmer or an artist. Unfortunately, I don't have a single spot right now in our programmer team, and our artist team is also full. So yeah, and because we're going to focus on hardware, we're probably not going to hire a lot of extra programmers, so otherwise you had to wait for a long time. So I put you in as a programmer in the support team. I hope that's fine. And your backstory was Shaggy didn't like the life of a ghost hunter and finally quit. He took Scooby to his new apartment and needed a job. A skill he gained during his ghost days was using a computer and art, thanks to Velma. So now he is applying for a job at Hipbone Inc. Well, you got the job, and welcome. I like the fact that you have sort of took the Scooby-Doo story in there. We've been joking about it a lot in live chat during the premieres, which is pretty funny, but I like that you incorporated that into your story. That's pretty cool. And the last person we're gonna welcome today is Lancesman, and he's already sick, so great start to the actual episode. And to your work here at Hipbone Inc. But Lancesman wanted to join as a programmer too, or as a designer. Now, same goes for you as it goes with Shaggy. Both teams are full right now, otherwise you probably would have to wait for a long time. So I decided to put you in as a programmer in the support team. I hope that's okay. And your story is Lancesman invested in stocks and shares, and lately he has made some bad investments and lost money. And his work as a cook at Burger King didn't pay that much. I mean, yeah, he didn't pay that much, so he tried finding a new job, and he found a job at a company called Hipbone Inc. That's a good start of a new adventure in life, basically. Good starting point there. So I'm gonna pull back up my recording software and then get back into the game so we can actually hear something. And that's the first part I wanted to address here, the new employees that we have over here. Now, the second part that I wanted to address is, I'm going to talk about this while we're playing, is we had a party. Yes, we had a party. We had a vote in the Discord server. If you want to join in with those votes, then you know where the link is. It's in the description. Yeah, we had a party. And right here in their server room of Techie and Stealth, which we kind of dubbed it, we had the party. And unfortunately, just like last season, we had some alcoholic beverages in, and we kind of spilled a few. Now, I don't know who did it. There might be someone who takes the blame for this, maybe not, we don't know. But some people have been spilling it all over the servers right here in the adjacent room. So they're all contaminated, and there we go. Oh, we actually have to get rid of them all. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll copy a new source over, and then we have to get rid of these two. Can I please select those two? Thank you. And get rid of them. And now the other thing that we have to do is all servers in this room need to be set up and wired again. There we go. And now we can move back up to our normal normal area. And what we can do too now is set up the wires server. So let's unpause. And the server 0, yeah, let's rename that to fallback. That was the server that we deleted. Can I please rename it? Okay, I made a mistake. Wait, yeah, you can all erase, sure. So, fallback, there we go. This is basically just extra servers. Luckily, those were the ones next to Stealth and Techie, as if I knew that this was gonna happen. New deals, Azus Area Rudio. Sounds cool, but it's not really worth doing any of those. We're working on the design of HipOS 3, so we're definitely not even gonna really focus on that. So, let's see, how much did we sell for? HipOS 2. 3 million last month. It cost about 2.7 million to make, so we already have a small profit. But we sold like 41,000 units basically, which is pretty good. I think we'll be selling a lot more. And there we go. It's off. We're going and we're selling. That's very, very good. Hopefully we can get a few million in there with this one, and then we can start working on the hardware. Probably need a lot of money though for that. You guys have kind of been saying, yeah, you need a lot, you need a lot, you need a lot. So that's gonna be a thing. Mock Monster, you can be trained in both design and art. That's insane. That's very, very good. Let's actually do not system, because that's useless right now. We have 3 points left, so we probably should go for 3D, at least one. And then audio, you have system. Yeah, let's do network there. That would be fine. And let's get my music back. I don't know where it went. There we go. You can be trained. I mean, sure. It's something you still do. So there we go. And there we go. Yeah. So I also wanted to talk a bit for why there hasn't been videos for the people that have missed them. I haven't uploaded videos for about a week now, a little bit over a week, and yeah, the reason why is that I've been very, very busy, even more busy than normal. And normally I already have a situation right now where I'm kind of busy, but also don't always have a possibility to record videos even when I'm not busy. So that kind of, yeah, it's kind of sucks, to be honest. But it's the way it is. And yeah, I've been really busy right now because I've been kind of offered a job actually. And I'm looking for a full-time job, so that was very nice. But I needed to do some real good work to actually, you know, make sure that they know that I'm the right guy for the job, but also for myself, because it's definitely not something that I normally do. So for the people who don't know, I studied history, graduated in April last year, at the best moment to go and look for a job when Corona was at its worst, basically. So yeah, didn't find a job until now, and yeah, they offered me an IT job, like a traineeship to learn about IT, which is pretty funny because it's definitely not something I studied for, but it is something that I'm interested in. I mean, we're playing Software Inc., right? So no, I'm interested in that, and I'm working on it. So that's what's taken up most of my time away, basically, from recording videos. I hope I can continue and just go back to what we did previously, but also it makes sure that if I get a full-time job, I can get my own place back again, and that means that I don't have to worry about other people when recording. So that means probably an easier stream of videos for me to record, easier time to record them, but also actual, you know, a bit more streaming over on my Twitch page. So that will be cool. When we're streaming, we're not streaming Software Inc. Probably, you know, some other games where I play with a friend, with some friends of mine, or with you guys, or you know, just random games. That's basically what I've been doing when I stream. But if I can do more streaming, that also means that there's more room for things like Software Inc., right? So, I mean, that would be cool. So yeah, that's the reason why the videos have taken a little pause, basically. I hope it won't happen again, but again, like I said, I'm not in the situation that I can basically say it's not gonna happen again, because it will probably happen again for a little bit. Hopefully not for a week, but for only 1 or 2 days. That's kind of acceptable. But the funny thing is, in terms of numbers, it was actually quite successful for YouTube. We gained a lot of new subscribers in the period that I hadn't had any videos. So maybe that's the meta strategy, right? Not uploading videos. I mean, you don't make anyone happy with that, but I mean, it could work. Nah, it wouldn't work. Also, I do this to relax. I'm not doing this because of the numbers. I genuinely like what I do. And when I say sorry that there isn't a video, I'm saying that to you guys because some of you guys are waiting for a video, but also to myself because I wanted to take that time to actually sit back and relax like I'm doing right now and record a video. So yeah, overall, a good thing to have going. Hopefully I can actually get the job and start working probably in March, what that would be. And then, then I have a more steady thing, a more steady schedule, and hopefully I can keep doing the videos at that point. So yeah, that is actually some very real stuff right there. I know that not everyone is that excited about, YouTubers talking about that stuff, but I sort of needed to explain it because it also has an effect on YouTube in that sense. So let's go back to the game because we have a lot to talk about. We are making good money, which is the number one thing right now, which is very important. We are educating our people, which is actually quite nice too. Our support team is getting more and more educated. And yes, that's a word. If you're new here, that's how we pronounce it here. It's been actually a while since I used it, I think. One thing, by the way, Egg, why don't you have any money trees? I mean, a huge farm of money trees here would be nice, right? I'm missing that in this building. Although I probably won't even click on them because I'm too lazy for that. But yeah, our software is doing really well. Already almost more profit than the last software we did, and yeah, we're still selling quite a lot. So I'm not worried. We're gonna make more profit on this one than the last one, and that's kind of what you want, of course. 3 months left. Let's just develop it right now, just so it's out of my face, basically. We have more designs, some good designs too. That make a lot of money, but yeah, we're working on our own. That's also more important. In the end, that will make your tons and tons more money. So yeah, let's see. Oh, we have a lot of verified bugs and not a lot of fixed bugs. Not the greatest. The thing is, we're working hard on the bug fixes. I've changed the stuff around. Some people have been saying to me that it's good to have the programmers to serve as a secondary job. I don't really see it. I don't really like it. So I changed it back. That's how I used to do it, and I think it's better this way. The tickets are more important to get through, and then when they have time, they can work on the bugs, which is also, of course, really important. But the tickets is where you lose fans most of the time. At least it's really visible that you lose fans. That's I think the more important thing to say there, because if you have a lot of bugs in your product, you will also lose fans, but it's not as visible. It's not as visible as a problem to most people. So yeah, that being said, let's take a look at our insurance and investments, because we have, if I remember correctly, yeah, we put 20 million in a bank. We already had over half a million of interest, which is nice. We can't take the money back, so February 1999. I mean, 4 more years basically of waiting on our money. It's kind of okay. Thomas can be trained, which is nice. You could go for 2D. Probably. There we go. Marketing is still good. We're doing 50,000. We could maybe even do more than that, right? It's prominent. Should we try and put more into it? I mean, the marketing team has the time, so let's actually put. I can't even see my keypad, so there we go. My mic is in the way, but there we go. 100,000 of 75,000 per month to do this. Hopefully, we can get it to like one step higher at least than this. Prominent is not bad, but I mean, it can be way better, right? So if we can do that, that would be insane. Our dev team is not really doing anything. So what we could do right now is we could say, yo, help out here, please, with the fixing of the bugs. That would definitely help out a bit, hopefully. Let's see, deals over here. No, we don't really need them. We can develop that one. It's only 4 months left, but it's already quite good. So yeah. Let's see, what do we do here? Service, always nice to have. Let's do some support. There we go. And whoops. No, I thought I saw something that I need to do this, but no. Doesn't matter. There we go. How are you doing? You can all have a raise, sure. Still 2.9 million basically. We're still making good money out of it. I mean, we're almost at 50 million, which is very, very nice. And I haven't had to buy a new stock yet, so kind of, I think that we're quite good with the stock right now, depending on how long it will continue. This extra marketing also helps out, so that's good. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to tone it down a bit when the sales go down, although that sometimes might happen very, very quickly. Like you go from like 30,000 per week or 300,000 a week to 0 all of a sudden, especially with a popular project. So yeah, well, we have to see how that goes, but you know, that's all for the future. Some employees are unhappy with their job. I mean, no, you're just in a meeting. You're just in a meeting. Don't be like that. You can be trained, which is nice. You're not gonna do a lot of bug fixing, but it's always good to have you. Techie, you can be trained. I mean, you're good at socialization. You're in the dev team. I mean, automation would be good for you, I guess. Although HR, nah. Multitasking is development task, so yes, please. That would be actually good. Yeah, probably the best choice there. So let's actually check out our research. How are we doing here? So it's 1996. Yeah, it's basically all 1996 because it's 1996 here. I was interested to see if it would be lower because we haven't researched anything. So yeah, there we go. You can get some system programming. You can see that the service members are now doing a bit more programming. That's actually a lot of money. It's an operating system, though. I don't want to make a very good operating system for them, or at least design it. I mean, we're not making it at that point, but it's going down a little bit now. Is that a reason to put in less money? I don't think so. I don't think so that there's a reason to do that, to be fair. We're just going to continue like this. I mean, Hipbone 3 is at the last iteration, so when we finish this one, we can actually start developing it. So we have a good moment in time now to actually just do that. And if this goes well, we could probably just make a project management out of this and just make operating systems. Maybe make a second team then to do games or something like that, and do that on project management, so we can start focusing on hardware. At that point, we should have probably more than enough money to do the hardware. But yeah, that's the end game goal, basically, to start producing our own hardware, our own PCs and all that stuff. Can we actually, if we produce something, how do we... I mean, these are all from the mod I'm using. How do we make the hardware, actually? Are we making money? Yes, we're still making money. Okay, that's good. But these are all for the mods that I'm using. So that's why they're in the software department. I want to know how we can actually select hardware to make and how we do that. I don't know. We have to probably find out. Probably it just has to do with the actual factory that you will build. Probably you have to make it there. Not entirely sure though. Isaac Powery, you can be trained in service, which is actually not bad. Oh, you can also be trained in programming, which is also not bad. Service, let's go. And you go for support. There we go. But yeah, I think that will be in there. Maybe... Actually, what I could take a look at is contract work. We have these embedded systems, manufacturing. I mean... Oh, geez. That's a lot of stuff that we have to make. Let's make this window a bit bigger so I can actually see what's happening. With speaker. So you basically make printers and you set the printers to make these components, I think that would be. Then you go and make all the components, and then you assemble those components into new components, and then you assemble those new components into the final assembly, basically. Okay. I think it's just plopping printers down and selecting what they make, right? I think that's what it is. But yeah, like I said, I've never tried it, and I want to not try it until, you know, we get there in this series, because I feel like that's more fun for you guys. To see basically my genuine first reaction. And also if I mess up, you know, that's way more fun for you guys. We can just develop these because we don't need them. They're almost done, and, you know, we're almost full reputation now, which is also very, very good. Very, very nice. But that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. As always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.